phones on silent, no interruptions because we have a special guest.
Podcast mode.
Make sure to text as much as possible during the episode.
Yeah, I'll make sure all the notifications go through.
All the tapping.
The less you look up, the better.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was planning on like keeping the mic way over there, so like you guys don't have to hear me. But
it makes it mysterious.
Yeah,
makes it mysterious and all that. Well, welcome to another episode session. New Monday, new guest. I'm your host Dylan.
I'm Mo.
And today we have another they're all very special guests, but this one's another very special guest. I've known this man over 10 years, Mr. Rob Lopez.
What's up?
If you know him from back in the day, Rob Entertains. The good old days.
Kind of evolved a little bit, but
what were those days?
Rob Entertains was his first YouTube.
It was actually Robert Entertains.
Oh, Robert.
And I was like, oh, what a long thing to say that doesn't sound good. So I changed it.
Wait, so did it go to Robert Entertains to Rob Entertains?
No, it went from Robert Entertains, and that stayed for about 5 years until I realized, like, okay, I need to play this YouTube game and, like, be more brandable and better for SEO, so I changed it to Rob.
You think Robert was very brandable?
Yeah, I was like, Robert, like, who's subbing to Robert? Like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody. So Robert Entertains, I was like, okay, boo, not good. And I was also in high school when I made that. Yeah. So I was like, time to change it. I changed it to Rob with the slash through the O.
I remember that.
And then I got a lot of Norwegians in the comments saying, that's not how you pronounce Rob. It actually is pronounced Robe. And I was like, it's just for aesthetics. Like, I don't know. It looks cool. Okay?
It's just for the steez.
So then recently I changed it to just ROB, and then I got that verified. So you could type in Rob, and then it'll be the first one that comes up.
Nice.
Which is
You always got to get the verified one.
So
it's
it's like
just you.
The verified Rob is clean. I got the verified Rob on TikTok. I just need IG if I can get that.
I know. I remember last time we talked, you tried to get, because there's another person that has
like
it.
Thanos.
Yeah. Have you tried like DMing them to buy it from them?
No,
he was like $3 million. I said, dude.
Oh, that's funny.
It's nice talking to you.
Nice doing business with you.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing YouTube?
YouTube I've been doing probably for about 10 years, honestly, 9 to 10 years.
And that was the Robert Entertains?
Yeah, that was Robert Entertains. Or actually, I had a different channel that no one even knows about. It's called The Beast Boy 800.
Okay.
And I haven't publicly said that. So,
hey, you heard it here first. You always get the exclusive here.
Yeah, so I would just upload like little like webcam videos I would edit on Windows Movie Maker.
Okay.
Is it still up?
Still up, yeah.
Okay, so now that after this episode comes out, it's gonna be blasted.
The views spike up. No. But yeah, humble beginnings, I guess.
Yeah. I've known you before. I think you did YouTube, or right when you started.
No, yeah, you definitely knew me before.
Because he used to act. He's an actor.
Okay.
Yeah. But he used to act. We used to do auditions together all the time.
Oh, dope.
All the
time. Yeah, so that's how we met. And that was before the whole YouTube stuff. That was when we were just dancing and auditioning.
Auditioning hella. That's when there was dance auditions.
Yeah.
That's when there was dance auditions.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's a little different, I feel like.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And I feel like back then it used to be the group of the same kids. We used to see each other all the time. Be like, oh, okay, let's see. Oh, Dylan got this job. Damn.
Yeah, every time. Either him or
Dylan's here. He's probably gonna book it.
Yeah, other people there. I'm like, fuck. It's gonna be a competition. It's like gonna be either Rob, me, or some other people.
But it was always fun though. I love doing all that. I think that's what kind of like introduced me to video, and like being in front of the camera like allowed me to see behind the scenes, like, oh, it takes the music engineer to someone that's producing it to someone that's monitoring this to create what people are looking at. Yeah. And I guess that didn't really click with me until like I started doing auditioning and started doing commercials and being on set and things like that.
Yeah, 100%.
So that kind of like got me interested, especially when I joined the film club in my high school. And then that was the first time I was introduced to like DSLR cameras. Yeah. So I was like, oh, this is like high quality. Yeah. Oh, I only knew like my phone, and I used to like record like
the camera recorders
record
too.
Things on my phone. So I'm like, that was new to me. Like you could change the lens and get a better shot and do this and do that and put it into software and edit it and make a video. Yeah. Lit. I thought only people like in movies can do that.
Yeah.
So in high school I realized that. And that was like in the midst of auditioning and whatnot. So that then I kind of had the mindset of like, well, I'm going to make my own videos. Yeah. I like being in front of the camera. and I'm interested in, producing videos and kind of like editing stuff and making something out of nothing. Pretty much, I was obsessed with.
Yeah.
So I just started doing that and making videos for fun. Onto the Beast Boy channel. That was before I knew how to use a camera, so I was using the webcam on the laptop. It was like a Dell laptop.
Yeah.
And I would
what was the content you were putting on it? Just like skits?
The content I was putting on that was like skits mixed with like mainly like stop motion videos. I was really into stop motion.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
I discovered how to do stop motion, what it was.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, this is cool. So I would like have like.
Did you have like the Legos and you're like?
Yeah, I would have like socks and they would like move and they would like move up my body and I would stitch it together. I'm like, look it, that thing's just moving. I would think it was so cool. But yeah, after film club, shout out to Mr. Troy. He like introduced me to editing and all that stuff. Video production. We would make videos and skits and music videos in that club or whatever.
Yeah.
So after that, I really started experimenting and making videos on my own and putting it onto the Robert Entertains channel and just making videos for fun for my family to see. And I kind of just included my younger sister in my videos because I was like, I don't know, we got to do one of these challenges or something like, in the video.
The Chubby Bunny challenge.
Yeah, Chubby Bunny challenge now. Next week we're doing Clothespin challenge. After that, we're doing the Harlem Shake.
Yeah, exactly,
So,
exactly.
I would just be like, okay, what do I see on the internet? I've been watching YouTube for quite a while, so I was like, I want to make a YouTube video. Like, I feel like I can do it now that I've kind of learned from auditioning and I've learned from film club. I was like, I know how to make that.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try. So then I would just slowly keep making videos every week, every day almost, and then I just learned as I went how to edit YouTube videos, how to make a thumbnail on YouTube.
YouTube University, man.
Exactly. Like I learned everything on YouTube. What gets the most views? What's the best time to post? And back then you kind of had to do that where it was more taboo to be, a YouTuber or somebody on social media making content or anything like that. So you kind of have to learn on your own.
Yeah.
No
one's gonna
especially
help.
where I was from, I wasn't in LA. I wasn't surrounded by people that did that.
Yeah.
So where I was from is the Inland Empire. People weren't really, to be more specific, Fontana, Rialto, San Bernardino,
That area.
Redlands, Riverside, that area. Not a lot of people were doing creative stuff.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to find my way, whether it was because I was dancing for 15 years of my life. So that was a good creative outlet that I had that I didn't know it brought me into different things like video production and editing and writing and things like that I didn't know about. So I give a lot of that to like being a dancer and being able to express myself in that way. Because then I don't know what I have done if I didn't dance, how I would be as a person and how, I don't know. I feel like you have to be a little bit outgoing and a little bit
100%.
vulnerable in ways where in any form where you express yourself, you kind of have to do that.
Yeah, be vulnerable.
So through dance, I was able to find, I like to do this, this, and that.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely rambling right now. So.
No.
Do you feel like you've moved on from dance now? Focusing on more like video.
Yeah,
production?
I think I did move on from dance in a way where it's like, dance was such a big part of my life, and I've done every stage of it. I feel like.
Yeah.
I've danced when I was a kid, and I've danced for a studio. And I've trained in jazz, ballet, and did conventions and, competed against other studios. And then I went into I went into high school dance, and I was on my high school team, and I was captain, or I wasn't captain on that actually, but I was on that team for a year that I was there in that high school. Shout out to Marquis. And then I went into my Marquis instructor, Jeremiah, was in the different sort of dance world, was like urban hip hop, choreo. I only knew about studio hip hop and dance. And if you're in the dance world, you kind of know like there's a difference there. So he was on GRV, which was a team I seen online only. And I was like, oh, this team is good. And they compete against other, they battle against other teams, whatever. I didn't really know what that world consisted of.
Yeah.
So then he told us about Gravy Babies, which was their junior team. And I was like of age. I was younger then, so I was underage. So I was like, let me audition for Gravy Babies. Like, I love dancing. I've been dancing for the longest time. This is something new to me. So I auditioned for Gravy. And then I got it. That's when I met Jules. Hey, she's in the back over there.
Behind the scenes, our producer.
Yeah, that's when I met Jules. And I met a lot of people there, and that kind of opened my eyes and into a new world, into a new. I guess I fell in love with dance again back then.
Yeah.
And this was when I was like. How old were we? I don't know, 16
high school, you said?
or something?
You were like 14.
16, 17, something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did that for a few years, and then I aged out, and then I went into collegiate hip hop dance, which was the next step. When you can't do junior anymore. So I started dancing in Riverside at 909 because I had some friends doing that, and I ran a hip hop dance troupe in Riverside. So I did that, which was a whole new thing.
You can't forget about Baneful Brew, dog.
Yeah, I forget about Baneful Brew. So see, this is the thing. There's just so much I keep forgetting. So in the time where I was doing Gravy, I was also on another crew, Baneful Brew, with this guy. He actually invited me into the team pretty much, which was really fun too. And that almost opened my eyes into a whole nother thing too, because I met a lot of new people. And
that was all guy crew, like 8 of us.
8 of us, which was fun.
That was super fun.
And it's crazy. I go back and think about my life back then. We were dancing all the time, and I was on all these different teams at the same exact time.
Yeah, no. I feel like
I would drive to Torrance or whatever, 2 hours away to practice for I don't know how long.
Yeah, I feel like our generation back then did a lot of that because I was even on a lot too. Like I was
like we'd be hopping from here to there to there to there to there.
Exactly.
Is that ever looked down upon in the dance community to be on several teams at once?
When we were on it, I think it was more like cooler. I was like, you're on that team too? Oh, you're on that team? Oh,
like, could a situation happen in which 2 teams that you're on battle each other?
No, that's when...
Yes.
You've had that? There's different divisions and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Like for Baneful Brew, we weren't a competition team. Like we were only performing like exhibition. It's called exhibition.
Okay.
Only performance, and then we would perform at the same spots, and then he would perform with Gravy at the same location, but they would be competing.
Yeah, and even if we probably wouldn't be in the same category, but I feel like the only time that becomes a problem is when like maybe your practices are at the same time, and it's like, okay, you're gonna have to pick.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But some people definitely tried to do like multiple teams, like, yo, you're on all these teams at this one competition.
Yeah.
Like, yo, how?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It was more like, for me, it was more like cool, like when we had, like, it was a World of Dance, and then, like, I see, like, some of my friends, like, perform with multiple teams. I'm like, damn, I want to perform multiple times.
I did feel cool, because I did perform with multiple teams.
Yeah. So I did that, like, towards my end of my, like, community career. Hey, it's getting hot in here. We got this is the first time we got the candles on. The first time. Yeah, no, we got to do that for Mr. Rob. But I think nowadays though, low key has been like frowned because I've been in a situation where I was on a team and other people on the team like had to like not be on the team I was on because they were on another team, and the other team told them to not
choose.
Yeah, so
That
I
makes
think
sense.
now it's more like exclusive and like you got to choose only one, which makes sense, but at the same time you got to explore a little bit.
Yeah, and I feel like I've been so out of the scene for the past 4 years, so it's like I don't really know what's going on now, but yeah, it is a little bit different, I feel like.
Do you miss it?
I miss it in ways where it's like the people I surrounded myself with all the time, the things I've learned and the things that I had not access to, but I would always take class and I was always trying to get better every week and things like that. And I missed like competitions and, you know, just the atmosphere and the environment of, you know, being a part of that culture and that lifestyle is like, you know, there's a lot that comes with it.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not just dance, you know, it's everything, like your mindset, your mentality, your discipline, your style, your
and then
friends.
You create a family, like you create like a family base around you. Yeah,
so I think I'm blessed in a way where I was able to do that with multiple different groups and multiple different teams. Like I was on Baneful and Gravy and Marquee, and then I went to 909, which was a whole new experience, and then I was able to compete against like older collegiate teams, and it was just a new vibe and a new way of practicing and just a different level. You know what I mean?
100%.
So I was like, okay, cool, new level. I've never done this before. I was on that team for like 4 years. Really fun. I really enjoyed those years of being on like a dance team because it was just such a new experience for me, and I was able to do a lot and learn a lot. Because I was like captain for a few years, and I directed, and that was my first time I was able to like practice my leadership skills and being able to talk to people and kind of like organize things. And you know, like there's a lot of pressure, but it's also a good thing because like I feel like I needed to go through that to kind of like
become who
you know,
are.
it gives you an opportunity to be a leader, and I feel like that's important in life, you know, to be able to have some integrity and like some sort of I don't know, I just feel like it helped me like be a better person.
Yeah, 100%.
And be more aware of people and how people act and like just like relationships in general.
Yeah, 100%. I feel the same way too, because I mean I haven't been in the dance community for like how I was back in the day too, like pushing aside a bit, but I feel the same. Like if it wasn't for dance, I wouldn't be the person who I am today. 1,000%.
Yeah.
You know.
So I mean, even along with dance, like any sport, I feel like that you're in or any sort of group, you could really learn a lot from being in, and I think that's why I really strive to do as much as I can, especially when I could back then, like in high school, like you don't really have much responsibilities, so it's like you know what,
no bills.
Let me take advantage of these clubs and these different things that are like literally right in front of me. So I was able to kind of do that, and I feel like I learned a lot about people and learned a lot about myself and in the long run, and like what I like and what I want to do and who I want to surround myself with and things like that.
Yeah.
Just like life lessons that I feel like, that's why I always tell people, like, if you're going to be in college or like if you're going to go to high school, not if you're going to go to high school, you should go to high school, but if you're going to go to college or whatever, like try to not just go to class and go back home, you know, it's like, there's a lot of things there to take advantage of and
make the most of it
and join the clubs and involve yourself and put yourself out there, because that's the only way you're going to, you know, you're going to see some things happen in your life. Like, you know, if you don't speak up, you're not going to get fed.
Did you try to do that? Like when you said you were 909 during college, but did you also do like other clubs in college, or
like,
did you learn that
I mean, throughout high school, like I was dancing, I was in different clubs and auditioning still at the same time, and sports, I was doing swim, wrestling,
So you did everything.
I was trying to do everything. I was trying to do as much as I can, and I really thank my parents for that too, because at a young age, they always like instilled in me to do as much as you can and to never really give up and quit. Yeah. So I was always going to like baseball practice, then after that go to dance, and then after that go home and do this, and then go to audition the next day, and then, you know, go to the wrestling practice and swim, tennis, this. So yeah, I mean, in college I joined like what did I was in a fraternity. First of all, in the years I was in college, and then I was in Lubos Pasos, which was like a Filipino club. And I'm not even Filipino, but I had Filipino friends, you know, and they welcomed anyone to join.
Hey, if so you're just Filipino already.
I mean, if I was able to join and be involved, and I was like, why not? Like,
exactly.
It's cool, like whatever.
Exactly.
But yeah, I tried to do that. But then after 3 years of that, or 2.5 years of college, I ended up dropping out. Dropped out. Ooh.
Boo-boo.
But I was like, you know, I was in class every day, like writing YouTube videos. Like my mind wasn't there.
Your mind was already on the YouTube.
Yeah, so I think I was just like, I came to a point where I was like, what am I doing really? Like, I really enjoy making videos. Yeah. And I'm not going to like, it's not going to be the end of the world if I don't go to college right now. And am I going to college because I just think it's the right thing to do, and all my friends are doing it, and I think that's what I want people to see me like, oh, he's in college and he's doing this and doing that, when at the time I didn't really want to be there. So I was like, college is always going to be here. Yeah, no matter right now I'm learning about things I'm really not passionate about. What were you
studying?
I was majoring in communications. So I was doing, well, I like switch. I was like communications, or I was graphic design and marketing. Then I was like, okay, marketing, there's a lot of math, so I dropped the marketing part. I said, let me just do graphic design. And then I was like doing graphic design for like a couple semesters. And then I was like, do I really want to do graphic design? So I was like,
it kept switching.
So I was like, let me do communications. Because I was like, oh, I can communicate. Like, I can use that with whatever, right? Communicate
I know how to
with
talk.
People. So I was like, okay, let me do that. So I was taking communications, and then I still had to take like GE biology or whatever. And then I went into the biology class, and they're like, this is going to be 90% math. And I got my stuff and I left.
You really hate math.
I just hate math. Like I'm like, I hate math I
math.
like the simple math, mental math, 8 plus 8 and shit.
8 plus 1 plus
When it
1.
gets to the A under the this and that,
The
I'm like, yo. Why?
Relax.
Like I'm trying to make YouTube videos. Like I don't want to be doing that. So I mean, when I was in college, I was also working at the college as a student assistant photographer. And through that, I learned a lot as well. So I was doing that and working full time as a marketing
relax with your schedule.
department, dude. No, it was
bro.
insane. Like I look back at it now, and it's like I don't even understand how I did it. Like I'm like I wake up at noon now every day. Like I'm like, how did I do that? And I would stay up all night. I would go to school. I would go to work during my classes. After that, I would go to sometimes my actual job when I'm not at school. I usually would work, and then after school, I would have shifts to go work too. So I would do that, and then after that, would go eat, get changed to then go direct a dance team and have some sort of choreo ready to teach people and block and things like that. Like being a director of a dance team is actually harder than you think.
Yo, 100.
Like people don't realize like it's like another job but except you don't get paid.
You don't get paid. Yeah, because you're handling.
Yeah.
Like you can look at it. You're handling like 30 employees.
Yeah, but I never really looked at it like that. Because I just enjoyed it. I was like, this is fun, and I'm learning a lot as I'm doing it. I wasn't the best director. I wasn't the best dancer on the team, but I wanted to do it, and they voted for me to be on cab, so I was like lit.
If you say so, I'll be.
No, but overall, it was just a good experience for me. I forgot what I was saying before that though.
You're just talking like your life, like it's just fucking.
Yeah.
How'd you do it?
Oh yeah, I was like, I don't know how I did it. It's just so I would then go teach the dance crew, and then come back like at midnight, 1 a.m. or whatever,
and would you work
and then
on
make
YouTube?
time for YouTube.
Jesus. Dude.
So I did that for 3 years straight. It's like
damn.
my only time for YouTube was at night when everyone was sleeping.
Damn.
So I would like film a video in my room and edit it, and then I would use the extra time I had, like my breaks at work and stuff, lunch breaks, to just edit and upload. And then I did that for 3 years, worked full time, and then quit everything. Dance, quit. I quit the full-time job, quit school.
And then started doing.
And I moved to Burbank.
And then did YouTube
been there for
full-time.
3 years, and then just been doing YouTube full-time.
The leap of faith.
The leap of faith. That period was a weird period for me. Like, it wasn't a burnout period, more of like I'm kind of graduated out of these other things, and I seen no future in it almost for me. Like, but I've seen ways that I can integrate things that I've done in my life and dance and things I've learned at the job I was, where I've learned Photoshop at the college job I had, and I learned how to take photos and properly light places. So I learned that in the 3 years. I was working at a med spa filming for them, so I was constantly practicing my craft. So I wasn't really burnt out, but I was more excited to like, okay, let me like leave all this behind and do something bigger for me, you know. Like
you saw more potential in yourself, YouTube, like for YouTube videos. Yeah.
I was like, you know, if I really doubled down and maybe didn't use all my creative juice to make videos for, you know, this company or well, I mean, I enjoyed that job so much, and I had a lot of creative freedom to do whatever I wanted. But it did take up a lot of my time, and I worked there full time every day, 8 hours pretty much, you know. It got to that point. So after I dropped out of college, I worked there. So I was working there until I decided to quit and then move on. But yeah, what was the question again?
No, I was just saying, like, you kind of left everything behind because you saw more potential in.
Yeah. So I just saw that, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, it's just time to make the move.
Yeah. Do you still try in your videos? Do you still try to integrate dance at all?
Yeah, I try to whenever I can, because like I feel like I'm slowly like showing my audience different things about me. Like a lot of them don't even know I dance really.
Yeah.
Or I have danced, or that it was such a big part of my life, or I've ever directed, or things like that. Like a lot of people don't really know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how like your audience like knows you as a YouTuber, but like me and Jules know you as like a dancer. Like
a dancer.
Like you have a whole nother life. Like
yeah, it's crazy where it's like I want to be able to touch more on that and to introduce more of like dance things onto my channel, because like that's just who I am. Like that's just been a part of me.
Right now, do you try to push like more like comedic skit content?
yeah, right now I'm at the point where I've kind of done a lot of different things experimentally on my channel and just creatively, in general, like work stuff. Like I've been doing a lot of freelance too throughout the years. Like I've been doing weddings and like just like filming for different friends and people and little businesses and shops and barber shops and things like that. Like, marketing videos,
side hustle,
side highlight videos of concerts and things like that. Like I did a lot of that and a lot of it for free too. Like, and I feel like that's what you kind of have to do when you're getting into it. Like that's how you make connections. Like
for sure, it's all about connections. Like
so you have to put yourself out there.
To let people know like you can actually do it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
What was the? I know we keep talking about this, but what was that moment that sparked? If you remember, like, where you're like, okay, dance maybe is not for me. Like, was there a moment, or was it kind of just gradually got to there?
I think it was after I finished 909, like, I did the 4 years. So I was like, I could join another dance team or continue on the team. But I just feel like I got the most I can get from it. And it was time to kind of pass the torch. I was there for a while, and not saying that that's the right or wrong thing to do, but for me and my story, I was like, I want to do some more things, and everyone that I met throughout dance and the teams that I was on, I'm still friends with for the most part. There's some people that I'm not, but there's no bad blood, or it's just like, it's cool. Like you kind of I think that's what I love most about life is like you can kind of get into anything you want and learn anything you want and meet whoever you want. And you could take things with you as you go and you kind of become a better person as you go through it.
1000%.
So I'm like, I am afraid of like change and stuff like that, but I also welcome it and enjoy like what comes out of it. Because I remember even moving to LA was like a scary point for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it like kind of like a scary thing for you?
Yeah, it was like definitely like, because I wasn't used to like doing things on my own for the most part. Like I lived with my family, my mom, my dad, my sisters, my grandma, and they cooked for me. Like literally washed my clothes and said I had this to do today, and like literally I was a kid, so I was kind of scared to move out, and like I'm not gonna have them there to buy I have to buy toilet paper now, you know what I mean? Like
toothpaste, everything,
just like little things like that. Like, oh, maybe I'm not gonna get dinners every night made for me, or like just different things like that, where it's like, oh, I really got to grow up and take this opportunity to learn and grow and be better, because like
take those experiences.
Because I could easily just stay home and everything's easy and safe, and then what comes out of that, in my eyes, I was like, there's more out there to see and more out there to learn, and I can just do as much as I can and help out my family at the same time.
100%. So. I feel like that's very good. Let's talk. Can we please bring up and talk about
my stains on my shirt?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay.
It looks hot though.
Thanks. Yeah.
It's the style.
I'm hoping the HD cameras don't pick it up.
Oh, it's 4K. So
I think I was eating a burrito this morning.
And it's all good, man.
Don't mind the stains. We can edit that out, right, Jules?
It's not her job. You're asking the wrong person.
No, she makes sure it gets edited out.
Yeah. Let's talk about Kids Bop, please. Kids Bop.
Okay, Kids
Bop. Were you on Kids Bop?
He was on Kids Bop, bro.
Surprise!
Big surprise. Wow. How did that come about? Obviously, you had audition, but like.
Yeah, so I mean, that's funny.
Sorry, I have to bring it up, dude. That's
exposed.
Yeah, exposed.
I mean, it's literally part of my life, so it's like, why not? Yeah.
Because you try to put that like in your YouTube. You talked about it.
Yeah. So the Kids Bop thing is, we were auditioning. I was auditioning all the time. Whatever. Dylan knows all about that. So auditioning, and then I end up booking a job, and the first ever thing I booked was a Kids Bop commercial. Nice. Kids Bop 12. So I was like, oh, lit. I'm about to be in a Kids Bop commercial. I was like, I've seen those on Nickelodeon. So I was like, oh, I'm about to be on Kids Bop. Bet. So I didn't know what my role was or anything for the commercial.
Was it just for one? Like you thought it was just one? Because you did multiple.
I did multiple,
but did you, for that one?
So I thought it was a one-time thing. I was new in the industry, so I was like, okay, I book a job. I auditioned for it. They liked me, so they called me to then work on a certain day. So I was like, okay, cool. So I get there. And I was like, first time I was introduced to like craft services, just production team grips and
Yeah.
directors and producers
The
and
whole-
miking you up
the
and
whole
green
ordeal.
screen. I was like, yo,
This
I
is
can get used to this.
Yeah.
It was super exciting for me, regardless of what it was. I was like, Kids Bop lit, cool. So filmed that, and then I ended up doing like the next. I did Kids Bop 12, Kids Bop 15, 16, 17, like all the way up to 21. I was like, yo, guys, I'm too old for this now. Like, stop booking me.
Stop booking your boy.
Wow.
Did you have to take singing? Like, did you really sing?
No, we didn't take singing lessons or how to do anything like that.
Like, can you tell any secrets that where you
some Kids Bop secrets? Yeah.
some secrets where you won't get sued.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what kind of secrets, but it's like, I think when we did the Kids Bop, it wasn't. Like, there wasn't our voices. They, like, hired some other, like, singers.
So you were just, like,
that we've never seen. Like,
you're just the face of the
just the face of it. They're like, we needed to get the best looking kids. So they, like, got me. So I was like, okay,
of course
fine,
they got
whatever.
you best looking.
But, yeah, so I just enjoyed it because I got free clothes and free food. All
Oh, really? They gave
so, like,
you
the clothes that we wore and stuff, they're like, you can keep it. And I was like, okay.
Oh, you should make it. You should make
Yeah.
a frame, like, memorabilia.
I know. Put a
Frame
little
every
shadow
outfit
box.
like a jersey.
Yeah, like a jersey.
It's Kids Bop 12.
Kids Bop 21.
Like when I was singing, it's not over.
Retired Kids Bop outfit.
Yeah.
that's so
What would
funny.
that be worth? Nothing. They see that on eBay, like, okay. What is that worth?
At 1 penny.
That's funny.
But yeah, I ended up doing like all the Kids Bops.
Which one are they? Which Kids Bop is out now?
Yeah, are they still? Do you know?
You said you did it up to 21.
I think I did up to 22 actually.
22. How? Can we look
Where
up
are they
how
at?
many,
Yeah,
how
where
many
are they
Kids
at
Bops there
now?
are?
Yeah, where are they at? Fact checker.
How
They
many
got-
how many years ago did you do 22?
How old am I now? I'm 25. I probably did that when I was 17.
Really, you were that old?
So they're like what, Kids Bop 30?
Yeah.
What is,
I think I looked younger too, like when I was like 17, 18,
you didn't have
19.
the stash or anything.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's brand new.
Now I'm a full-blown man somehow.
Yeah, just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Got the facial and everything.
But yeah, I mean, along with that, like I did other things, like other.
No.
You did Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill.
That's fire.
It's on Netflix now.
Bop 22, and then there's a Kids Bop 2022, and then Kids Bop Kids. So I don't really know.
Oh, so they don't number it anymore.
Dang.
Well, there's like a 36.
Jeez.
Damn.
Damn, Kids Bop.
They won't stop. That's the thing.
Yeah.
'Cause how much numbers are there, Dylan?
True.
Infinity. They will not stop.
True. And how many songs are coming out every day?
Kids Bop 700,826.
Yeah, God.
That's funny.
Because they go Kids Bop 1K.
Yeah.
Kids Bop 2K.
2K is gonna become a video game.
Will never end.
Golly.
Will never end. But yeah, that's funny you bring that up because everyone in high school would call me Kids Bop. Everyone on my baseball team, hey Kids Bop, who told you?
Yeah, were you in the beginning? Were you trying to keep it a secret?
Yeah, I was.
Really?
I was trying to keep I didn't tell anyone. Like, I guess I wasn't really I was afraid of what people would think because it was taboo. Like,
just like the YouTube.
none of my
thing.
friends were dancing. Like,
Yeah.
whenever I would leave baseball practice to go to dance practice, like kids would be like, "Oh, like what are you gonna do, ballet?" Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like it's not really familiar in a lot of people. So it's like to me, I was like, I'm just gonna keep it to myself, whatever. But then people just started finding out, and then it just became who I was.
Yeah.
Hey Hollywood, I'm like, I've only been a few times.
I've only seen one star.
Yeah,
Okay.
guys, I don't know.
That's funny.
But
as
yeah, I
fuck.
think that's kind of what really got me motivated to do my own things was being behind the camera on all those different gigs and like
Nice.
doing all these different things and scripts and auditioning. And I'm like, I'm gonna write my own script.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in my own video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna produce my own song.
That's fire.
So I'm like, I've been having a lot of fun just like creating my own things and bringing things into fruition, like having an idea and like, okay, I know how to do that. Well, we need this to do that. Let me reach out to this person, collaborate with them to create this project.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what we always do, like
Yeah.
I always hit you up to like, I have this idea where I think I might be funny. And then
Well, we
you're
have
always down.
our first collab video. We were talking about it last time I saw you. Was the "What's in My Mouth" challenge?
Yeah.
Which
What's
The
in my
What's
mouth
in my
challenge.
mouth challenge?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
big
both-
pause. It was
Big
Big
pause.
pause.
It was trending back in the
Okay,
day.
yeah. I'm not trying to get
I
canceled
don't
right
know if I
now.
would post that right now, but
Yeah, exactly. I'm
That's
not
funny.
trying.
You just like eat like weird foods.
We like blindfold each other. God, it sounds so bad without. It
You
sounds
blindfold each other and stick stuff in their mouth without telling them.
Cool. And they have to guess what it is.
Cool.
Yeah.
They have to guess what it is. But if you go to it's I think it's on both of our channels still.
You think about it now, it's like, damn, the internet really has some like funny ass like trends.
Yeah, it's
Especially now, like on TikTok, there's some funny things that are trending. But
Your broom can stand up by itself.
yeah, some bullshit like that. But if you go back to that video, like our exposure is so off. Like we were just trying to make it happen.
Yeah, I think back then it was like more of just doing it out of like, we can make a YouTube video.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it just felt cool to like make a video in
Yeah.
general. And I think that was during the time when we were just being creative as possible all the time.
Yeah.
Like I even had a lot of friends that I tried to link up with, and I mean, I'm still friends with a lot of friends I have back then that were into video and photography, that we used to go out and go to like abandoned spots and take photos of this and videos of that with no intention really, but just the fact that we enjoyed doing that. And now we like kind of have that skill set now, and you can relate to that. And I'm sure you can relate to that with acting or whatever, you know what I mean? Like the stuff you think about things you do back then, and it's like, well, why did I do that? But then you think about it now and it's like, well, I'm thankful I did that regardless, because I kind of know what I know now.
Yeah.
And I was able to do that, where a lot of people struggle to even find things they like to do.
Yeah.
You know, which then doesn't allow them to grow and to, you know, open their horizons to new things, which I think we're all blessed to have and do. And, you know, the new podcast venture, like this is all new things, new fun things that we can do because we just can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
No matter what, even
And I think it just brings it's more than just a podcast.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's more than just being here every week and just like, it's just much more than that.
Well, you were saying before, like how it's cool now. You can look back and like have conversation with people in the dance world
Yeah.
and stuff, and bring that back and still be a part of it. That's how I felt with this podcast. Is like still be a part of something and like learn from these conversations. Like literally, I'm learning so many things are like coming through this brain that's new, like from every episode. So
Yeah.
it's like a dope thing to like create that environment and space just from the experience I've had from the past, and like bring people I've known for so long.
Yeah, I just think that's what it's about right there.
Yeah, 100%. What's your as a YouTuber? I feel like people always want to know, like, as a YouTuber, what's your go-to YouTube videos?
My go-to.
Or do you even watch YouTube?
I do. Like that's all I watch actually is like YouTube. I
No
prefer to watch
shows?
YouTube,
You don't watch like TV? You
Um,
don't watch movies?
I don't really like.
Do you even have time for it? I feel like.
I mean, yeah, I definitely have time for it, but I don't know. I just enjoy like being in tune with what's going on in the internet and what's going on today around the world, because it's like so crazy. I feel like even like, especially nowadays, after quarantine, like these past few years have just been crazy.
Yeah.
I just like, I think I'm obsessed with being, I guess obsessed is a big word, but I like just like being in tune with what's going on, like in the culture, in the know, like.
Yeah.
Makes sense, because you want
Right?
to be able to make those videos.
Right, and you
Yeah.
want to be able to learn how to then grow or like be better in this new era, and like you know, this new internet, like you know,
Age.
everything,
Yeah.
Yeah.
new age, where it's like, but shows and stuff come along with that because that's pop culture and things like that. So it's like
Right.
when there's like Squid Games was trending, I'm like,
Yeah.
I have to watch that.
Yeah.
So I watched it, you know. But then I made a video on it
Yeah.
because I understood what people were talking about. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, let me make a video on it now.
Yeah.
So I kind of like watch shows in that way to kind of learn more about what's going on. But yeah, there's definitely shows that I enjoy. Like, what's my favorite show I watched fully? Probably Breaking Bad.
That was a good one.
I think that was just so good and like genius, and I don't know.
Different.
I'm really into movies though, like
Amen.
more than shows.
Amen.
Okay.
But what's another thing? How to Get Away with Murder. I watched fully recently.
Yeah.
I think I watched a couple episodes, the seasons of that You show.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
pretty good. I didn't watch the
yeah.
last season though.
I didn't watch the last season
guess it
either.
wasn't as hyped
Season
for me.
3, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched a new one.
Me either.
I'm not a huge fan of that show.
Really?
I've seen in and out of, like, I've seen some of season 1,
Yeah.
some of season 2, some of season 3.
I think I'm more fans of some of the episodes rather than the whole thing. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah,
interested in watching the third season for some reason, but
Yeah.
but if there's a show that I'm like randomly like intrigued to watch, I'll probably watch it. But
Yeah.
I stay on YouTube, or I'll watch like highlights of like things on YouTube for the most part.
Like,
Yeah.
YouTube is your route a little bit.
Yeah, I just feel like it has everything, and it's like if I want to see videos about like space and shit, like I'll just go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Or if I want to see what's people in my kind of like genre on YouTube are posting, which I don't really know what it is, then I'll like see what they're posting and see what
Gotcha.
the competition is or whatever.
So
Gotcha.
when you're making or when you're thinking of an idea for a video, like when you sit down to write it, what's step one? Like what do you think about when you're trying to make a video?
Yeah, and I think that's a good question. I think it's changed over the years. Because I never really used to think like analytically or think, you know, in the grand scheme of things. I would just kind of like think of an idea or see something online and be like, okay, how can I do that with a twist and upload it without any like motive or any sort of structure of like how I want my brand or how I want my content to be. Because I was like posting fashion videos and I was posting vlogs and I was posting challenges and I was posting like what's in my camera bag, like things like I was just uploading mindlessly, I guess. I was on autopilot. But it got to a point, and going back to your question, sorry, I keep forgetting.
No, you're good.
What is it?
Like when you're sitting down to come up with an idea for your next video, like what's step one?
Okay, cool. Yeah. So back then I didn't think of anything. I wasn't thinking of stuff. Now it's more, I kind of understand the game and understand what I guess more established, I guess. Because it's like at this point,
you're used to it now. Like you're used to it. Yeah.
At this point, I shouldn't be just slapping something together and throwing it up. Just, you know. So now I have like a process where I used to write stuff in my notebook all the time. Like any idea I would have, I would just write it. Yeah. Anything that's trending, I would write it. And then maybe I would try to link them together. Like, how can I make a video like this, but like incorporate that? So my first thing is like, can I make a video that will make some sort of impact, cause some sort of emotion in the audience, in the viewer, and something that's maybe, I guess the mindset of like, I got this from my friend Ryan Trahan. He's like, anything I post, or I don't know what he said exactly, but basically the mindset of like breaking the internet in a way. Yeah. You know, like you post something, like, do you want it to be just like a bland, basic thing that is kind of going to go in one ear out the other, or kind of like be forgettable? Or do you want to like create something that's going to like stir something up or cause someone to share it with someone else, or cause someone to feel a certain way? Because I feel like at the end of the day, like if you can do that, that's
entertainment.
the most powerful thing. And it's like, you can then get people to, if they feel a certain way about my video, they're more inclined to be like, they'll have an attachment to it to come back to another one. Okay,
let me subscribe. Let me see what else
subscribe to this guy. You know, I've been trying to focus on like, what can I do to kind of hook the viewer like that, and still be as creative as I can and as original as I can in this day and age where everything's copy and paste. You know.
Yeah. True.
But yeah, I think the main thing right now is I'm just trying to have fun with it. Like,
I mean, I think it shows with the last one. That shit. Your
your most recent video was really funny.
Your boy was in the last one.
I probably watched it like 4 times. Like, it was really funny.
This shit's funny, bro.
And I guess this is a question for you then. Like, why did you find it funny or entertaining?
I think it's literally just like the juxtaposition of the lyrics and then like the 50s.
Yeah,
like background, singing and
something where someone can see the title like "Fuck Boys in the '50s" and it's like, how would that be?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like that's exactly what I was going for, and I think that's what I want to do when I'm making these videos is like cause some sort of like emotion or some sort of like nostalgia, like
exactly
because older people could watch it and be like, oh, okay, yeah, like that's
I remember seeing that, but these words are funnier.
But then it's like the kids nowadays understand what they're saying and the words like they're saying, and it doesn't really make sense. But it's shot professionally and like very seriously. And there's like a comedy in that, and I think
that's what I was telling him. Like what I love about your channel is that it's all ironic humor for the most part. Like your Apple.
I showed him
those
that
are really
Apple
funny
one.
too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very. I'm like into the satire, break the fifth wall. Like, just stuff that's like, wait, what? What am I watching? Like, you know, like I really enjoy that. Because like I enjoy videos like that. So it's like, okay, if I enjoy it, like I know that I'm gonna be proud of these videos and proud of what I'm putting out, and I'm more interested in that nowadays than you know, kind of just. I feel like I can post a video every day, but it's not gonna be. That's not what I want to show and what I want to be known as. Is like, I want people to like
how much content I can push out.
Yeah, I guess it's. I like to go by the phrase like, all killer, no filler. You know, like I want people to go to my stuff and be like, okay, this is a solid video, regardless of whether he posts a lot or whether it gets a lot of views. Like, I'd rather like foster these people that can appreciate like the videos that I'm putting out now, because ultimately it makes me the happiest, and like. I'm not as stressed out. I'm not like, oh, what I want to do, because I'm kind of making videos right now on my own pace, and like I'm not making like videos that I know are gonna like blow up per se. Like I'm making videos that I think have a chance to like get some views, but I'm not like.
But that's not your
seeing
main
something
goal.
that's like trending that everyone's doing and then doing that. But if I am, I try to do it in a different way.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what every creator tries to do, and that's just the name of the game nowadays on YouTube is like you kind of have to find your own voice within all of these voices that sound very similar.
Yeah. I think that we were talking about that too because I mean this guy like never posts anything.
Yeah, I'm really bad on social media.
He's really bad. And then I'm like iffy on it, but I like sometimes don't like social media either. But it's like you kind of have to like play the game a little bit, like sometimes, in my opinion, like to find that voice and all that, but also like play the game to be like relevant. And
that's the thing nowadays is like this is the game now. It's like you can't just be a doctor anymore. You have to be a doctor with a TikTok account. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like
shit.
If you want to have a company, like you got to know how to make videos online.
That's crazy.
You just have to.
It's so
like
crazy.
This is just what it is. Like you have to know about the metaverse. You have to know about NFTs. Like things are taking over real quickly. And it's gonna be like, oh wait, I just learned about Facebook. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
but it's crazy. We were talking like how back then, like all this was taboo and like frowned upon, or not frowned upon, but like weird and like, oh, you're trying to be a YouTuber, you're trying to be this, and now we were talking about behind off camera, like. Now you go up to every like 8-year-old. I want to be an influencer.
Yeah. What do you want to be when you grow up? YouTuber.
Yeah.
Streamer.
Yeah. That's a question for you. And then like being as a YouTuber, do you call yourself a YouTuber, and do you like to call yourself a YouTuber? Because I know there's YouTubers out there like, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm a business person. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's tough, I guess, because I get that question a lot. Like, and I normally just say like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber, but I just feel like I'm a lot more than that.
You are, yeah. 100%.
Like. What does a YouTuber even consist of nowadays? Like nowadays, a YouTuber is you have to have a whole team that does this and you know what I mean. But back then, a YouTuber was someone that just went in their room and did jump cuts and their
on iMovie or something.
So it's like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber, but I am also, I don't know, I'm a writer. I can direct and edit. I'm an editor, like a videographer. Yeah. Choreographer, like you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Seriously. I guess I would just say like I'm a creative. I'm a creative person, and I like to just use everything that I kind of have in my arsenal to kind of create new things and experiences, and like and my channel is kind of like reflecting that right now, where I'm kind of not like focusing on one thing per se, but like kind of like putting my own style and different sort of twist. You can see me like make a song and have we just did the 50s, we emulated like a 50s style. Like to me, like things like that are fun, where it's like it's different for me, and that's all I've known my whole life is different, this then that, and then this different. So it's like I try to do that within my videos now, but still stay true to myself, and I'm trying to do that as much as possible, because I can look back at videos I posted last year, I'm like, why would I post that? Or like look back at videos like 3 years ago and like that doesn't really align with what I'm trying to do now. But then again, it's that hard thing of like, do I delete that stuff and, just showcase what I want to showcase now so people don't get confused or people don't, have a false image of who I want to be or who I am. Yeah. But that's also who I am too. So it's like, I think I got to focus on, what I'm putting out. People don't really care as much of what you did 3 years ago rather than what you put out now. And I'm slowly kind of like learning that and keeping that in mind when I'm making stuff, because as a YouTuber and at the level that I'm at right now, and it's not like the highest level of being a YouTuber, I wouldn't consider myself being like even like a YouTuber, honestly, because like I'm not uploading every week. I'm not.
Yeah, you don't have a schedule like every
month.
month.
Then again, it's like I have another channel called Strawberry Park where we are uploading every week. But it's like a channel where we're like reacting to videos, so it's a different style. It's a different thing that I've never done before. A different concept, different thing. So I'm able to do my own thing on my channel that kind of like these concepts in my head or whatever. I could kind of use that platform now that I've built up over the years. Like that name's changed and that channel's evolved over the years. Yeah. Now it's kind of in a place where I want to just, put some projects on there, things that I'm really proud of, while I'm constantly, working on other things as well. Like me and my roommates, Ryan and Noah, we've been doing videos for the past 6 years together, something like that. Damn. Been living together for the past 3 years, making videos together. So, and we started a channel, us three, called Strawberry Park. And we're uploading every week, constantly lifestyle stuff, just like showing our lives, like as creators and people you know, like in the industry, but it's like raw, like
Yeah.
when it's not no like today we're gonna be this and that, like
What's up? Welcome to
and
my
there's-
YouTube channel.
and there's nothing wrong with that, but I think, you know, like YouTube becomes oversaturated with things like that, and it's like people love that authenticity and like the truth and the honesty behind you know the creator, and that's how I feel like nowadays with TikTok is becoming more popular to be more authentic. So we've been building that up, and that channel is almost at 1 million subs. It's like 800,000. So we're just having fun with that, and we're starting actually a clothing line. And I was wore it today, but for some Strawberry Park. So we're like, these are new ventures that like I'm also doing, and I'm also, you know, blessed to be a part of. So I'm like trying to, you know, I guess do as much as I can now with things that I've learned over the years. Like I've took graphic design for that first year of college, so I know how to make designs and
that's fine.
do things like that. So let me make some designs for these clothes.
Yeah.
You know, I was a dancer and in these different like worlds and atmospheres where I like developed a certain style that maybe other people might like. So then I can make a video promoting the clothes that I make, you know, maybe with the song that, you know, it could kind of all play within each other. Like, and I think that's what I'm trying to do now is like, okay, what can I make? You know, who can I collab with? Like, I know people like Dylan. I know people like you. I know people like whatever, like oh, this person is a good clarinet player. Maybe I can use them for this idea that I have. I need a clarinet.
Connections, man.
You know what I mean? So I think that's what it's about also is like, yeah, you can do the thing, but like, if you can have some help, and I think a lot of people like are afraid to ask for help and to like get help from other people. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I can do it all on my own or whatever. And I've been a big, like, that's been me too. Like, I'm like, I do it myself, whatever. But I think there's a joy and something that comes out of like working and collaborating with people.
100%.
And then, because then you could create something that you don't never even would have thought of.
This is a big example of the podcast for me.
So it's like you collaborate with different people, you create stuff, and it just makes it more fun and like
100%.
a better experience, I think.
Yeah, and with the authenticity route you were talking about, like that was a big thing for me with this podcast. Is like, I feel like nowadays a lot of people are trying to be like a little like too motivational and too like in your face about like you gotta be this, you gotta be that, you gotta be that. Where I just wanted to create a space where we just have a normal conversation and bring that authenticity to like people and show them that like even with you being a YouTuber and like being pretty up there with the numbers, that like you're just a normal person.
I'm not even up there with the numbers, but
I mean you kind of are.
I think I have like times like there's waves, especially like with being a creator, like you're not like you won't always be up, yo.
Was there a moment where you were like proud of a video and like it didn't do well? Was there a moment where like you're like fuck, is this YouTube?
A lot of the videos I post,
no,
for
real. A lot of the video.
Like I like in my head, like every video I post, I'm like, this is viral. This is a banger.
That's a good mentality to have.
I know, but I have no problem with the videos not performing well though. That's the thing. It's like I do run into that like where I really believe in a video, but it like flops. Flops per se, where it's like it didn't really flop, but you know, when you do this for so long and you see the views, you see 3 million views in one day. So yeah, you see a video that gets 40K views in one day and it's like, oh, I flop. But 18-year-old me seen 40K views in a day, oh, I'm the next big thing. You know what I mean? So it's like it's mindset. Like and I struggle with that, and I'm trying to get better at that, and I feel like a lot of the issues that happen within these creators on social media is like you burn out. Like you truly do burn out and you lose yourself, and it's like that I've experienced that within other people, and I've seen it happen to people I know, and it's like I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible.
How do you do that? How do you do that though? How do you like? Do you try to like back when you get into that? Do you try to back away from YouTube a little bit and like?
I think I've just learned over the years like I can't force myself to be creative sometimes.
Like you were saying, you don't force yourself to push out as much content as possible. Like
when I used to do that, like I did that before. Like I would upload every day, vlog this, vlog that, and I would try different edits and put in the most amount of effort. But yeah, like now it's like. I think I have a different strategy. Not saying it's the best, but for me to feel the best I can without like, because I've been doing it for so long.
You're
so it's like now I might be in the almost reinventing stage again, where it's like, what's a new thing? You know, like I want to get into music. Like I'm a fan of like writing, like writing stuff, like writing videos, and like all my Apple videos and stuff is all written. Like every single line, every single thing is all written. So it's like
crazy.
I feel like I can use now like my writing abilities to then maybe write a song. I've done it before.
Or write a script.
Or write something bigger. So I'm trying to think of different things I can do now that's gonna fulfill me creatively.
Yeah. What is the new thing for you?
I don't know. I mean,
you just go with the flow.
I have a few ideas that I want to do.
I mean, you said you had Strawberry Park coming out.
Yeah, there's
do you have details on when? On
at the end of March is our first drop, so that's coming up, right?
Look out for that.
Look out for that.
Wait, by the time this is uploaded,
it'll already be out.
Go
get it. Go get it. Yeah,
go get it. Do you guys already have a web?
It isn't sold out.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, that I've just been working like on this and trying to grow that channel as much as possible, because like a channel that's built like authentically, I feel like it's very powerful, even though like our other channels have more subs than that. Like I have over 1 million subs, and then my friends that I live with have over 7 million subs. But you know, we're really focusing right now and pushing on this other channel that we can, you know, we're doing fun content that we don't normally do. We're reacting to stuff. People are liking what we're saying, and we're building almost a bigger community as well. So we're using that, using a lot of time to design clothes and other things like that. And then, who knows? I want to do some other things, but I don't want to say too much.
Yeah, we can't say too much.
Rob said he was going to do that, and he never did it. So
it's
better if I just do it, and then you'll see it.
We were talking, I forgot what episode we were talking about, but we were also the concept of like letting the action and the product speak for itself. Don't say anything yet. Like
and I've always had this like thing in my head where I like always felt like I had to be doing something, or I'm like, oh yeah, I'm working on this and doing that. And doing that.
Yeah.
Honestly, right now I'm like, there's some things I'm working on, but like I'm just kind of going at my own pace and kind of doing things like, oh, I have some time to write this video. Like, let me do that. I really want to work on this video. Or me and my friends are having a lot of time. We're using a lot of time to like make videos on the other channel too, which is also we're creating and doing things. So it's not like, I guess I don't have some sort of like super structure right now with what I'm doing, but I'm kind of like still doing a lot of different things. And with that, you know, we'll see what comes next.
Exactly, 100%.
You know, because I feel like it's the start of new things. Like, okay, even with the podcast, like who knows where it's gonna lead you? You know, like who knows what the next step is? It's like, okay, like this is our first drop. We're so excited with these clothes. Like, what's gonna happen? Like that can live outside the videos. Like it doesn't need. So like, there's different things and different things I'm excited about. And every day I look at online and I see new things that inspire me, and like,
let me see this drop.
I talk to new people and they inspire me. So I'm like, who knows? Tomorrow I might want to skydive or something. You know, who
seriously, this is fresh. It's good quality too.
Good quality, you know.
You guys made the design?
Paint. Yeah, I did that on Photoshop.
You make you guys like collaborate on the design, or are you kind of the designer?
Well, like for the most part, we'll collaborate, or like I'll send up some designs and be like, oh, that's dope, or let's change it or move it.
I didn't even
Does Strawberry Park like mean anything?
Not really. No, there's like a combination of different words that we liked, and we kind of came to that conclusion of calling it that, and we're, you know, thinking of it more as like a collective and a community of like, you know, welcome to Strawberry Park. Like, I'll have to show you like our intro and things like that. But yeah, there's not really a meaning to it, and we're just trying to build a meaning behind it.
We're gonna need some cops on.
Yeah, no, we have like a lot of hoodies and sweats and shirts and stuff.
I know you guys got like 7 million subs, and we're over here with 20. So
no, but that's the thing. Like, we all started with 20.
Yeah,
you know, we all started with one.
And I want this. I want like this is motivation for people like to ask, like you said, ask for help. Like even though you and your partners like have like all these subs and all that, like we're just starting. Like I still like was willing to ask you, and you were willing to even come on.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
Like, you know, like
I mean, we're boys. We go way back.
But still, though, like people
even before we were doing YouTube,
people could still like be like thrown off or like like intimidated. Like
yeah, no, you're right.
You know what I mean? Like some people like have that mentality. I feel like, and it should just show people that like if you're just a good person in general, like asking for help, doesn't hurt.
At the end of the day, like we're all like humans trying to make it out here, you know. So it's like just help each other out as much as you can. Plus we're friends, so it's like
Exactly. Yeah, I hope we're friends. We
A little bit.
a little bit. We've been through a lot.
A little bit.
Hey, to end it off, we got like a little question of the day.
Okay, question of the day.
Yes.
What was it?
So,
You probably seen this on TikTok. Sorry,
yeah.
interrupting you. You probably
No,
seen
you
this
good.
on TikTok.
Okay.
But
Do you think there are more doors or wheels in the world?
have you seen this debate?
Doors can count as cabinets. Wheels can count like on a desk chair.
Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
Strollers.
Hot Wheels.
Oh, so like toy car wheels?
Like
Any
wheels,
wheels.
garage doors, like anything. More doors or wheels?
Have you seen this on TikTok? This shit's been blowing.
I haven't.
Our PA.
I
I
don't-
might have seen
yeah,
something, but I didn't even like.
I guess our PA. I
about
think
it.
I seen a little, but our PO was saying it's going crazy on
Yeah.
TikTok. So we were saying
And I don't think there is an answer. It's just like an opinionated thing.
there could be.
I mean,
answer.
how can there be an answer? Like,
Exactly.
who's out here counting the doors?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's someone's job.
1, 2. God damn, I got a lot more to go.
Yeah.
What you think personally? We'll
Damn.
answer too. 'cause
Yeah. We didn't talk about it.
Okay, what do doors consist of? Like
Like even car doors.
Like
you got to think. There's
cab-
four.
yeah.
cabinets?
Yeah.
There's car doors. There's 4 wheels. There's,
How about like doors? Like, so do like little toy car?
yeah? If they
doors-
open, that's a
No,
door.
but what if they don't open? They're just.
Then that's not a door,
But it's a door, but it's a
I don't
shut
know if
door.
should we count toys? I don't know.
dude. Yes. Yes.
So it has
Okay.
to be a door that opens.
A door that's
A functioning
functional.
door,
A functioning
functioning
door,
door.
and then. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, a functioning
So
door.
not at a door warehouse where there's just a whole bunch of doors that aren't installed yet.
Oh, that's another good one.
But those are doors that exist technically.
But they're not
right?
functional. Yeah.
You said toys, so wheels on toys as well.
Wheels
Yeah,
on
wheels
toys
on
as well.
toys.
We're saying doors on toys as well, and doors that are just like in like Monsters Inc. factory like type thing.
I think it's
I think
doors.
generally, do you think there are more doors or wheels?
I think there's more wheels.
Okay, I'm gonna go and just say
I'm gonna say wheels. You're gonna go
Okay.
doors.
No, yeah. Well, let's get Rob.
Come to the dark side and go to the wheels. I don't know if that's the dark side. But
so anything you just could open like that.
Yeah.
I guess I'm thinking too deep into it. But
yeah. now we're trying to be strategic.
I'm trying to count
Okay.
all
well,
of them in my
why,
head.
Why do you think wheels? Why do you think wheels?
Well, because there's so many fucking Hot Wheels.
Hot.
Okay.
Hot Wheels.
Okay.
Then you got cars
Okay.
and cars around the world.
Yeah.
You got
So here's why.
you got trains.
But you got doors around the world.
Yeah.
And doors on trains.
and there
Doors on
more,
train,
more
like-
people live in a place than have cars, right? Not everyone has a car, but like people that don't have cars
But I'm also
usually
thinking
will
like
still
even
live in a thing
even
with doors.
even
True.
I guess
I can see that. And it's like, how about like, okay, even on trains, like the shipping containers and stuff, the back when you unlatch it, is that a door?
Wow.
Or is that now?
Wow.
I'm
We
gonna say
al-
door.
I'm
I'm
also-
saying doors.
I'm saying doors.
But I'm also thinking like the old school automobiles when there's only 2 doors and there's 4 wheels. You got to think in the convertibles or the coupes that have 2 doors in cars and there's 4 wheels. still.
Okay.
Okay.
Less doors per car. Okay.
Per car,
Okay.
depending on what car you got.
Okay.
But also
I
got
still gotta say doors. I
But you
think.
still, you still got to think about the buildings we got in LA. The buildings.
I think there's just more cars with more than 2 seats than there are than 2 seats.
and you also got to think about that weird spider-looking automobile that has the 3 wheels and there's like 2 doors.
Oh yeah, I know.
You got to think about
talking
motorcycles.
about.
Motorcycles got 2 wheels, no doors.
Okay.
Okay, is everyone just against me?
Doors?
Jules said doors.
I mean, think about it. You got like one tower in LA.
That's what I'm saying too, though. But that's what I.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh.
that's what I'm. That's exactly like one city. That's what I'm saying. LA, like downtown LA, you gotta think about the building.
But then you think of toy cars, and it's like
That's what I'm
damn,
saying,
There's
Hot
a lot
Wheels.
of fucking toy cars.
There's a lot of toy cars.
But then
People
there's a lot
co-
of toy cars with doors that open.
No, not Hot Wheels. Not a lot of Hot Wheels doors open.
Nah, that's true.
You know,
They're
what I'm
glued
saying?
But they're still doors.
They're glued shut.
But right, but they're still doors. So.
But it's not. Is it a functioning door?
Yeah, not a functioning door.
Is it being closed? Is just that being a functioning door?
No, I think
Yes.
Because
See,
it's
like-
a closed door.
I think I say.
It depends on your definition of like what.
What a functioning door is.
Okay, I say a functioning door. Like if we do the LA buildings and shit, like you gotta open the door, you gotta open the cabinet, you gotta.
Think about like all like the closet doors and then
Yeah.
the cabinets in the closet.
And then you think about all the doors that aren't functioning and don't
But you
work
gotta
anymore.
also think about baby strollers. Baby strollers don't even have doors.
Baby strollers have wheels. There you go.
They do.
Yeah.
Some of them have like the 8 wheels, like the off-roading ones.
But then again, there's a lot of things that have doors that don't have wheels.
That's what, yeah.
How about is a garage door?
Yeah, no, a garage door is a door.
So then there's a lot of things that you can call a door then.
Doors. It's doors.
It has to be
It's
doors.
It's
I don't
doors.
know. I don't know the right. I say wheels. I'm going wheels.
Well,
This is
How
a
can we get a
We'll
solid
never know.
answer?
Yeah, we'll never
Hey,
know.
YouTube idea right here. Do something
Damn.
about this debate. I don't know what you can
Yeah,
write about.
make a video out of this.
Yeah.
Damn, I feel like humans are getting so bored. We have to talk about how many doors and wheels there are. Like, damn.
Running out of trends.
Seriously. Well, that was our question of the day. I hope you enjoyed that.
I did. I really did. I want another one. But,
That's good. That's good. You didn't. That's good. You didn't know. You want another one? We'll give you.
But I don't
another.
know if that's breaking the garage session rules or anything.
No, this is our first time because
Okay.
at first we're throwing ideas out here, but we were behind the scenes. We were saying at first we were gonna have like question of the month and ask the
Yeah.
same question for every guest for the month.
Yeah.
But then our PA Milad just came up with this question saying like maybe we should like twist it and have a question of the day for every new guest. But the question of
I
the
like
month
that.
was we asked Ricky, would you have $100,000 today that I give you or have $1 million in 2 years?
Like collect $1 million over the years, or just get like
No, like what,
Get
would
a-
you rather
No.
right now
Get
gain
$100,000.
$100,000?
I
or-
give you $100,000, or in 2 years on
Yeah.
that 2 years day, I give you $1 million.
give me $1 million in 2 years.
Yeah.
Amen, brother. Amen,
I don't
brother.
think we've talked to anyone yet who.
Well,
who
it's
wants-
just been Ricky.
Well, no, I don't even think. I think he said the 1 mil, but I think he said we said like it depends on where
We
you're
said
at.
it depends on like where you're
Yeah. 'Cause
located, what
Ricky-
your job
What
is.
Ricky was saying is like if you're really good with stocks, like amazing with stocks, you take the 100,000 now, and then you can make more than $1 million in 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my head, I was like, well, I would be risking it if I invested in anything.
That's
and
what-
I might not get the money back. So I'm gonna get a guaranteed $2 million in 2 years.
Guaranteed, yeah, guaranteed.
Let me just save my money until then.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
exactly.
I was thinking in my head.
My thought was I've been waiting 22 years already for $1 million, so I can wait another 2 years.
Facts.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Facts.
Big facts.
I'll wait 3 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, there's your other question of the day. That's
Thank you.
So you got two. I think.
Thank you. I feel honored.
Yeah, exactly. You should feel honored. Well, I think that's the episode, bro. That's
man.
the
Well, that's
session.
fine.
Thank
Sorry,
you
it was
so
like a
much
lot
for
about
coming
me. I
on.
feel bad.
No, bro.
That's the whole point.
I mean, it's a
I
whole.
feel like I talk too much. It's fine. You can cut the whole thing. Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll just.
Scrap the episode.
Yeah.
Actually,
Just
Let's
scrap it.
This is a unseen episode. No, that's the whole point of this platform. Is like we've been talking
highlight
about
you
this.
guys.
How like
Yeah.
give
Boom.
flowers to people that we think that deserve it, and there's not a lot of platforms that are like talking to like people like us. Like you see like people talking to like if we want to talk about it, like interviewing Donald Trump and like interviewing like big people.
Yeah.
Where it's cool and all, but I feel like people deserve it more. That should be showcased.
I appreciate you giving me the platform to even say anything.
I mean, it's
so.
not really fucking. You have 2 million, and we got. This is like, I mean,
No, but it's not even about that. It's about the intent behind the work and what we're doing here. So
I hope that reads through to the audience
of
too. So
course.
that's our plan. But
it's
thank you.
long, evergreen, long lasting.
Exactly. So
Yeah, man.
I mean, thanks
Thanks
for
for coming on.
exactly, bro.
Thank
Thank you.
This was fun.
And I'm your host, Dylan.
Wait. Stick around.
Oh, are you freestyling? What are we doing? Come on.
freestyling.
Now.
No, I'm not. I'm not freestyling.
Not
You're not
today.
freestyling?
Not today.
Maybe next episode. Maybe
Maybe
next
next
time.
time.
Part
Maybe
two.
next
Part
time.
2. Give this man.
We
a
can't
little-
give them too much stuff. We gave them so much already.
Yeah, exactly. Wait for part 2
Yeah.
because I know this man will come on part
We
2.
will link his YouTube channel. Check that out.
On the description if you're watching on YouTube. But if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, what's your tags?
Type in Rob on YouTube and Rob Lopez on Instagram. I don't really post on anything else really. Rob on TikTok. It's a clean @, so just follow it if you want.
There it is.
But yeah, I've been chewing ice in the mic, so sorry if that kind of messed up some of the shots.
No,
but-
dude,
more
all good, all good.
Alright, cool.
authenticity about it. More authenticity about it. But yeah, again, I'm your host,
Dylan.
Dylan. Oh shit, I didn't even say my name, Dylan.
And I'm Mo.
And just do the damn thing, and we're out. See you next episode.